Here you'll find snakes crawling out of unlikely places such as toilet bowls, while giant spiders make scrumptious meals out of birds, minding their own business in the backyard. Let's shine a spotlight on Australia, which has the largest numbers of crawlies and gigantic scary creatures, from monster crocs to violent sharks. We wonder how the 25 million people in the country have managed to stay alive with all the menacing and creepy creatures making their rounds in this territory. Are you fearless? Would you take a trip to Australia? I dare you to watch this video to the end and then answer that question. Number 10. Giant white sharks. It's well known that the sun-kissed nation of Australia is actually a giant island almost the size of USA. Logically speaking, islands are in most cases surrounded by water. The waters in Australia are highly infested with great white sharks. Generally, all the waters in Australia are not safe, but there are some 6 areas which are super dangerous when it comes to these sharks. In these specific places, razor-toothed underwater sharks will hunt you down. Port Lincoln, the Coral Sea, Ningaloo Reef, Perth, the much-loved holiday hotspot Byron Bay, and of course, Shark Bay. These sharks are quite intimidating in size and are responsible for 900 violent attacks since the 18th century. The female of the species can grow to 20 feet or 6.1 meters in length and also weigh 4,200 pounds or 1,905 kilograms. Their jaws contain up to 3,000 teeth at once and 5 rows of teeth at any given time. And guess what? They're also man-eaters, so be safe and stay out of the freaking water. Number 9. Tiger snake. The land is also not safe. Here you'll find even more menacing reptiles. Meet the tiger snake. You must take a lot of caution if you go hiking in the southeast coast of Australia, which includes Victoria and New South Wales as well as Tasmania. Watch out, or else this reptile will get you. Tiger snakes are said to contain the deadliest venom. They are 4 feet in size and not easily spotted in tall grass. The venom has presynaptic neurotoxins which cause paralysis or muscle weakness, and in only 30 minutes, these little suckers can suck the life out of you. Worse still, you don't really need to be out in the world hiking for them to find you. Some of these tiger snakes have been known to get into the smaller towns and cities, such as Melbourne, looking for dinner. Another not-so-interesting thing is that the tiger snakes hunt at night, making them hard to spot. They're said to be responsible for the second largest number of snake bites in the area. So, the bottom line is, folks in Australia need to stay in their houses at night. Number 8. Redback spider. Australia is renowned for its crazy deadly spiders that are found all over the place. This one is small yet very deceptive and venomous. The redback spider is named after the distinct red stripes that are decorations of the body. Like the rest of the crawlies in this beautiful land, the spiders are found in pretty much all locations in Australia. Be it in the middle of the bush in the outback area or your neighbour's mailbox, the spider will spring out when you least expect it. You could even find one just hanging on the edge of your toilet seat. These red devils are biters. Despite the large number of bites courtesy of the spider, only one fatal case has ever been recorded. This was in 2016 and it involved a 10-year-old boy. Turns out an antivenom was discovered in 1915, but the thing is, if you're not able to access this antivenom in time, you'll be in serious trouble. This little devil is only half an inch, and its painful deadly bite does not in any way compare to its size. Number 7. Australian centipede. Next up we have the giant centipede. The giant, as a description, is in no way an understatement. This centipede is 6 inches long, and I say that without flinching. When was the last time you saw a centipede that long? It can take out a snake. If that's not enough, it also has 26 pairs of legs. It's supposedly the largest Australian and Asian centipede to ever walk the face of the earth. Its appearance is also very creepy, and it acts creepy by only coming out at night and going into hiding during the day. What's with this creature playing the nocturnal card on us? They are scavengers during the night, and to add icing on the cake, this centipede is also quite venomous. Luckily, it's not venomous to humans but to other smaller creatures such as reptiles and rodents. Don't underestimate these centipedes. They are deadly and they are capable of taking down entire snakes. The Australian centipedes can be found in a number of areas, but their most preferred places are dark and moist and also protected from harsh weather. Don't be surprised to find that they've made the piping system in your house their new home. Number 6. Saltwater crocodile. This next creature makes the white shark seem like a bad joke. We're talking about the crashing giant saltwater crocodile. The lifespan of this crocodile is 70 years. Damn, that's quite a high life expectancy. This, however, is not really a biggie. This crocodile weighs 2,200 pounds, which translates to 1,000 kilograms. It also grows to a length of 17 feet, which is a whole 5.2 meters. The power behind the giant jaws is jittering. If you see one coming, you better run. The strong bite of a saltwater croc cannot compare to any other in the planet. Not a lion, nor a shark, or even a dog. They have been documented to slam their jaws shut with 3,700 pounds per square inch, or 16,460 newtons. If you're planning a trip down under, do note that the crocs are underwater in coastal marshes and rivers in the Western Australia, Northern Territory and Queensland. Number 5. King brown snake, Moga. This snake will send chills and shudders down your spine. At 10 feet or 3 meters long, these are very long snakes. The Moga is one of the longest, most venomous snakes, and it's also known as the king brown snake. This very reason is why flying across the world to Aussie is not such a good idea. Matter of fact, remove that location from your bucket list. You just can't handle it. If you're in Victoria or Tasmania, you're safe. Anywhere else, this creature will get you. The snake has a pretty much weak venom compared to other snakes. What makes it more deadly is the amount of venom it produces, 150 milligram dose in a single bite. These snakes are said to hang on tightly as they kill their victims with a huge injection of their venom. Number 4. Funnel web spider. When you think of Sydney, happy thoughts come to mind. Finding Nemo and the Opera House among other iconic places. But wait, there's another icon that you should know about. This is the funnel web spider, which has its original home in Sydney, Australia. The spider has 8 legs, and it's considered the most dangerous spider in the world. This spider hangs about in the bushland and also in Grandma's backyard. We keep on saying that Sydney is not your ideal travel destination, and it's not for the faint-hearted. It's for the fearless. This sinister creature has one hell of a temper. When caught up in a situation where the natural reaction is to retreat, these creatures tend to defend themselves and are seemingly very aggressive. If one day it decides that you're the next victim, watch out. It has fangs which are quite elaborate and longer than any other. If by chance you do not have access to the antivenom, the bite from a funnel web spider is fatal and will send you 6 feet under in about 15 minutes. Number 3. Hercules moth. Moving on swiftly from the ground under to the air, say hello to the Hercules moth. Normally, moths hang around light and look and seem pretty harmless. Not the Hercules moth. It has wings which are 12 inches, covering a square area of about 62 square inches. Yes, that big. It's the size of a sparrow, and it's also found in the northern part of Australia, where the weather is generally warmer and tropical all year round. If you see them from far, they look fascinating. Upon moving closer, you'll get the shock of your life. Quite scary if this one was to show up on your doorstep. If you saw this giant moth, would you run screaming or allow it entry? Number 2. Eastern brown snake. For our next guest, all we can say is once you see this one, take to your heels and run as fast as you can. This one is better known as a deadly eastern brown snake. By now, you should be convinced that Australia is home for the weirdest, eerie creatures, and this one is the best of them. In the case of this eastern brown snake, everything you've ever heard is true. It's as deadly as they come, and it's one of the most lethal slithering creatures ever to exist. It's in all corners of the country, including the built-up areas, as well as the cities. Most of the snake bites in the region are accredited to the eastern brown snake. Its bite can cause paralysis and cardiac arrest in a matter of minutes. And number 1, blue ring octopus. At first glance, this creature doesn't look as menacing as it swims across the sea waters. It's pretty small in size, with a diameter of 5 inches. This sea monster is, however, known to throw one hell of a punch using its tentacles. The blue ring octopus isn't quite aggressive in nature. It, however, has no qualms releasing its venom on any suspected adversary who accidentally disturbs its peace. The scary bit is that you don't know it's a blue-ringed octopus, more so because it's sort of camouflaged in the water. The blue rings are only visible on the octopus when it experiences a fit of rage. When this happens, the venom from this octopus is released. It's 1,000 times more powerful than cyanide. Analyze that! It's potent enough to send 2,000 humans into an early demise. These creatures only hang out in the Pacific Ocean. If your Holiday Inn is over on the west coast, you're safe. You only have the spiders, sharks, and snakes to worry about. So, are you still set on going to Australia, or did we just talk you out of it? Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.